Hello YouTube! I am Pinstar and this is Pinstar Plays Race for the Galaxy. So yeah, my itch of playing old board game adaptation digital games continues. And here we have Race for the Galaxy. I did this one a couple of times quite a while ago, but it is one of my favorites. So it is long overdue. I will reintroduce the game's mechanics as we play here, just in case you have not seen the original or are not familiar with this one. Essentially, it is an empire building card game, but the mechanics are very interesting in that you need to try to predict what your opponent is going to be playing to try to piggyback off their actions. I'll explain as we go. We're just going to keep it simple, just the new worlds. I'm going to go up against an easy, medium, and a hard AI. So let's begin. Okay, so we've got first off, you start the game with a homeworld, and you get to pick one of two. Then the game is played in different phases. Phase 1 is scouting, which allows you to get new cards. Phase 2 is developments, which is sort of like little technologies here. These are the diamond cards up here. Phase 3 is planets, where you can play new planets. Phase 4 is the consume, where if you have resources on your cards, just goods and whatnot, you get to spend them or trade them or do something of that regard. And then 5 is produce, where if you have a planet that produces cards, it does that for you. Now, we have a couple of choices here. So what we have to do is we have to choose one of these two worlds. Now, there's two different ways that you can play worlds. If you settle them peacefully, as indicated, worlds that are peaceful settles are indicated with a black number. You have to you basically discard a number of other cards in order to pay for them. Cards in hand are also sort of like your money. Then there's military worlds, which are worlds with numbers that are in white. That you need to get your military strength high enough in order to play them, but then you don't have to discard any cards for that. Now, being that we have 3 military cards in our hand here, I think I'm going to go with New Sparta, because this instantly gives us +2 military strength. So we're going to be going a military game here. Now, we must choose and discard 2 cards from our hand. We get rid of the Plague World, because we're not going after that right now. And let's see here. We'll get rid of export duties. All right, now same thing. Our AI opponents will be doing the same thing. Now, here comes the tricky part. During our turn, we must select an action, one of the actions. There's 2 different flavors of scout action. Either look at 3 cards and keep 2 of them. Look at 5 cards, or look at 6 cards but only keep 1 of them. Play a development, play a world, or sell a good for money, sell a good for double the points, or produce. We want to settle a world. Let's be very honest here. But here's the thing. If our opponents call settle, if somebody says they want to settle a world, then we get to settle one of our worlds for free. We get to take that action even if we didn't call it. Now, what we could do is, if we wanted to play our investment credits, which just decreases the cost of all future developments, which is pretty good. Normally this would cost 1, meaning we would have to discard one of our cards here, but I don't want to discard any of my cards. So what I'm going to do is, if you are the one that calls development, you pay 1 less for that development. So I'm going to call development here in hopes that one of my opponents calls settle. That way we get to play our investment credits for free. We get to use the military to grab the abandoned mine squatters for free and go from there. So let's try that. Now we can see that didn't work. So this opponent called consume, and then everybody else called development, which, I mean, nobody got new worlds out. for free. So it's a wash. So we'll play our thing. He gets, see, this AI got some goodies here. Is he got to piggyback off of our development. All right, we are back where we began. I still want to bank on the fact that somebody is probably going to call this, in which case I kind of want to. All right, now here's a crazy notion. If we think somebody's going to call development. Now hang on. Does anyone have any production planets? No, nobody can produce anything. If I think somebody's going to call development or call settle, we could play this. If I call production, we can, after we've settled our world, because this is the order that they happen, we get to immediately get a good from ours. So if I do, say, abandoned mine squatters, and I call produce, none of my opponents are going to get any benefit from that produce. Well, actually, if they settle a world, they will. But, you know, we'll see. So that's what I'm going to try for. All right. Somebody called, actually 2 people called this. So we are going to settle our abandoned mine squatters. See, this person gets, all right, both of these get a benefit from our produce action. This person got a good on theirs because this is a windfall world. See that little halo there? That means they get the good immediately when they play it, but it doesn't normally produce afterwards. Okay, we don't have enough military to get the alien robot scout ship. We could... I think what we want to do is we want to sell... because we want to sell this for 3 extra cards. If somebody calls, yeah. Well, hang on. Selling will benefit them by 1 card. They'll be able to sell this good for a card and things. And they can sell this one. So a sell action would actually help our AI opponents a lot. In that case, I'm going to actually go for a scout. I mean, it helps them too, but nobody gets specific benefit for the scouting. So we get to take a look at these. We get to pick something. Nobody called development, but we do have a planet. Gambling world. Discard a good to gain a... name a number 1 to 7, flip a card. If it keep it if its cost or defense matches. Interesting. Star Nomad Lair. When trading a good from this world. Well, Star Nomad Lair is a... And then we have Empath World, but that hurts our military by 1. So we're going to discard that. We don't want to keep that. Now, we could throw down Gambling World and gamble our thing here, and we might get an extra card. Actually, that would probably be a smart thing to do. Because then there's a produce action called, so this is just going to make another one. All right, we play a Gambling World. This is a tough one. New Survivalist is good because it can consume its own card for 1. I don't want to give up on the scout ship, the robot scout ship. We just need 1 more military from somewhere. This is +1 card to look at for. Nah, we'll get rid of that. That's fine. Because now that somebody called consume, we can sacrifice this to the gambling world. I'm gonna name 3 because that's a fairly common number, and if we get like a military world for 3, then we're real happy. Hey, it's not a military world, but this consumes rare earth cards. We really like that. Oh, we just name the number and we get the card if we can keep it. And we'll just get a victory point for it. All right, gambling world. Works for me. All right. So I do want to play terraforming robots, but I don't want to discard both of my other stuff for it. Now you draw 1 card after placing a roll. I want to, but I don't want to get rid of these 2. So I'm going to go for the scout. Just so we have an extra. If somebody calls development, great. We'll have extra cards. If somebody calls settle, great. We'll play it by ear. All right, somebody plays settle. Pilgrimage World, not feeling that. Free Trade Association. We don't have a lot of novelty worlds. Probably not going to go for that. And we have a production, so I'm going to play our new survivalists because, yeah, they're going to produce their good. So now we have 2 different goods. All right, Expedition Force will get us where we need to go for the alien robot scout ship. I think we're going to do that. Because this is also going to produce us an alien good, which is really good. All right, let's do that. We are going to call development. Perfect. Expedition Force. And now we have enough military to take on the alien robot scout ship. And that gives us a good here and another military strength. All right, so you, let's do Gambling World. We're going to choose, so let's just say if we get a 5er, let's guess 5. Nope, that was a 1. That's okay. We will discard you for an extra card. Replicant Robots, not what I was hoping for, but that's okay. And then you go from here. All right, if we... Oh, wait, I forgot about my investment credits. I could play that for 1. All right, let's hit development because I want to play my robots. If somebody calls that, we could throw down a pilgrimage world. Then again, we kind of want to produce. Yeah, we kind of want to produce. What's the best way to, because I still want to make sure I get down terraforming robots. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to get down terraforming robots. Yeah, we only have to pay 1. And I don't want the replicant robots. We can play Pilgrimage World for free. All right, we can consume. Discard all goods to gain 1 less. Yeah, we don't want that. We'll gamble. Let's go for a 5. Nope. That was a 2. We'll still send that off for a chip. All right, now if we produce, I mean, we're not going to be able to do too much, but we could play the public works for free because of our investment credits if somebody calls development. So yes, we can play it for free. We don't have a world to settle. Now, when you're the one that calls production, you get to put a good on a windfall world. One windfall world. So we get our good there again. All right. If I sell a good here, we could sell the alien good for quite a bit. And still make use of some of these others. And I need that to restock my hand. So we get 5 cards here. Let's do our gambling world. I'm still going to keep calling 5. Ooh. Should have called 6. Jeez. All right. So what do we want to consume? We want to consume that because that gets us a victory point and a fresh card. And yeah, I'm going to consume that for another card too. Merchant World's an interesting one. Galactic Engineers is an interesting one. All right, somebody else called production. We don't get that, but we do get our goods back on here. Yeah, Hard AI is kind of popping off with their... they've got the mining league and 3 mine production worlds, so we gotta get our butt in gear, or we're gonna get our butt kicked. All right, what's our next most powerful play? Oh, Rebel Outpost. Yeah, let's go for that. Galactic Renaissance. Research Labs, Trendsetters, Artist Colony. No, I don't think that's gonna be our thing. But yeah, we keep stacking up the victory points. And now we're up to 6. All right, well, you know what? Let's guess 6 with Gambling World. Nope, that's okay. We will do that for the card. Yeah, look how many victory point tokens they get. Oh, I should have taken the victory point. I forgot my hand size is full. Yeah, all this military strength, but unless we have like really, really good worlds to spend it on, I'm almost tempted to do the draw a whole bunch and then pick one. Because if we can find a really high tier military world, we can actually use our military strength. Wow, everybody went scout. That's amazing. Everybody went scout. Oh, but do we get anything good? This saps our military by 1. 1 victory point for other military world. Actually, per Gene's world, we don't have any Gene's worlds. I mean, here we've got Rebel Underground, which isn't too bad. I hate to sap our things, but per other military world... And then we just go chasing after Gene's worlds? Maybe. Yeah, we do have a bunch of other military worlds. Alright, we'll keep it. And yeah, we have to dump everything else. Can't believe everyone went scout. And we're still 1 over. All right, let's get our Pan-Galactic League. Oh, wait, that's not... Ooh, yeah, we want to... Yeah, Rebel Warrior race is going to be good for our Pan-Galactic League. Get rid of them. Engineers. Some of these smaller ones. All right. What are we gambling on? Another fiver? Nope. Ah, didn't get a chance to do the thing. Well, all right. We maybe an extra turn would have gotten thing, but they were popping off with that. Let's try another game. Let's try it again. One more, a double header. Same things, new. It's the same two worlds we got things. It is random. So actually colony ship into terraformed world. This basically lets us play a planet for free. Now it's not a great planet. These are all consumers of goods. So we kind of want a production focused one. But we don't have any production worlds here. Alien Tech Institute. Yeah, I mean, we get 5 victory points for the terraformed world, but it's not a great tempo. We need stuff that produces. This is a rough starting hand. I mean, we could also go into more military, but we did the military thing before. Let's go with Old Earth. We're going to just go hunting for production worlds. We'll get rid of you. And yeah, we just want to play production worlds with Merchant Guild. Not that that's necessarily going to stick around, but we're going to try our best. All right. If they call, so I'm going to call development to play our colony ship, so that in a later round we can do this. If somebody calls that, we can play Empath World and ditch the Merchant Guild. So I think that's a good opening move here. Yep. And we will pay. Oh, actually, we can just do that right away. And that avoids us having to pay 5 for that thing. Now, again, we don't have any goods to consume. We absolutely need stuff that produces. So we're gonna go scout action here. All right. None of these are things that produce. This is another consumer. This is awful. Wait. No. Galactic Resort could be a thing, but we don't have a... Yeah, and then they're going to produce. Everyone wants to produce. They all have the producers. We don't have producers. All right. So here's a wild and crazy gamble. So when we play Empath World, they produce a good instantly. I need more cards desperately. I want to sell that good. We get +1 money for selling a good. If I call this, and if somebody calls settle, they all have quite a few cards. So somebody's probably going to call settle. So I'm going to do this just to try. Yes! Gamble paid off. We'll get rid of the mining league. That instantly gets a good. Then we get to sell that for 5 more cards. Now, granted, we don't get any benefit from the production, but now we have worlds that produce things. We have worlds that produce. So what's our best bet here? We just need to muscle through and get these out onto the field. Mining robots isn't going to really help us out. All right, so New Vinland I think is probably our best bet, because this lets us sell a good for 2 cards, which is really good. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Yeah, no benefit here, unfortunately. We need to start producing the goods before that phase helps us, but now we have a good. We are going to continuously just keep muscling through and playing our production worlds. All right, good. Actually, if we play Galactic Resort, that makes sense because it produces another good immediately. Granted, we're going to have to scrap all of our other production worlds, which I don't really like. Yeah, you know what? We're going to play Artist Colony. Get rid of the Outlast. That way we can keep these 2 in our hand, and we can still get 2 more cards from selling New Vinland's good to itself. Replicant robots is an interesting proposition. More consumers, not what we want, but at least it's fodder. All right, if we call development and play replicant robots, that reduces the cost of non-military worlds by 2. This would cost us 3, which we go 1, 2, 3. If somebody calls settle, we could play Spaceport for free. Works for me. Yes. And now I think it's time for us to call production, because we have 1 Windfall world. So if we call production, we actually get to produce on the Empath world too. All right. Yeah, they all call good stuff that I can't participate in because I have no cards. But at least I have all of my goods. And now we can actually use our stuff here. I think what I'm going to do is, just so I don't miss out, see, we don't have any rare earth things to benefit from the spaceport, unfortunately. We could sell our 1 good and then... Yeah, I think that's probably our best bet. Sell the green good from here and then use our other consumers. Yeah. All right, so you consume a good for 2 more cards. And you are up to 2 goods for 1 victory point each. I mean, all right. So what did we get here? Diversified economy could work. Lost Species Ark World is an interesting one. Deserted Alien Colony is an interesting one. And then draw 2 cards. Yeah, this is really good right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can keep Diversified Economy. Ooh. A research lab? No, that's another consumer. We don't need it. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid. Oh, that's it? Okay. Oh, right. I forgot about our replicant robots. It costs 2 fewer. That works. And now we get a lot of goods produced, plus 2 extra cards from just producing it. Okay, so. All right, diversified economy. 3 different kinds of good to gain 3 victory points. 1 for each different. So what I really want is I need to play this deserted alien world. I need someone to do that, but I also want to call diversified economy. We could also call... Yeah, I want to call diversified economy. Although we don't really need a consumer because we already have so many natural consumers. If we do Earth's Lost Colony, that's another producer and consumer. I do kind of want to play Deserted Alien Colony, though. Well, the thing with a diversified economy is... Well, let's see. The other thing we could do is do ×2 consumption. Although, yeah, we'd need diversified economy to make that work. Let's do it. All right, good. Galactic Engineers, an interesting one. We're not going military this time. All right, yeah, let's go diversified economy, and then we should be able to play Deserted Alien Colony. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, for this we only need 3. One, 2, 3. And now we can consume. We do 1, 2, 3 for 3 victory points. And then we need more cards, so New Vinland is going to grab 1. And might as well get 1 extra. Deserted Alien Library for 6. We're not going to have the cash to get that, but we can try. New Military Tactics is an interesting one. I do kind of want to... I kind of want to go scout in case somebody calls planets. But I also kind of want to call production. Let's call production. Because I want to be able to produce another alien good here. But then again... So if I call this, I get 2 more. This reduces the cost by 2. We would need 4. We would not have enough to play the Deserted Alien Library, unfortunately. So we're going to have to call produce. New Military Tactics. I mean, we'd give us an option to lunge for something, but Pass. I don't want to get rid of Deserted Alien Library. Oh yeah, because we produce so much, we get a whole crap ton of cards. Merchant Guild. That's what we're looking for. Let's development card. Fantastic. And we should be able to get the biohazard mining world easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we get to play the biohazard mining world for free. All right, since it's close to the end of the game, we definitely want to 1, 2, 3 to get the victory points. New Vinland to get some extra cards. Empire complete. Let's see how we did. Yes! That's what we're talking about. That trade league really helped me out from all the victory points. All right, folks. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, it's been Pinstar signing out. See ya.